Mr. Ambassador, we are at a very sort of delicate time in our country and in relations. What needs to happen right now in America to maintain the friendship with Israel and yet not get ourselves in another war?
Well, the relationship between the United States of America and Israel are extremely deep and wide. I can share with you that the experience of being the ambassador of Israel in the United States is an experience, I think, not paralleled with any other position of any Israeli in the world, nor maybe any other diplomats even in America. This relationship is based on tradition, on shared values, very deeply shared values, and on significant, major interests that we share. So I'm very confident that this vital relationship to Israel, and I hope quite important relationship for the United States of America, will continue in the future, because this is so important for our two nations.
If you could also tell me a little bit about what your role now as ambassador, some of what you're doing diplomatically, without giving away any state secrets.
Well, we are working in America with the American people, the administration, the Congress, different walks of life in America, to enhance our joint efforts to accomplish our mutual interests. For example, we are discussing a lot how we are going to deal with the threats from Iran, how we are going to prevent Iran from becoming nuclear. Another issue which we share a lot of...
There are some people that believe, and I've heard this from people in the high level of State Department, we're not going to prevent Iran from becoming nuclear. It's just going to happen.
Well, we certainly hope that this is not going to happen, because the ramification of this happening could be that we may be leaving our children with a world that is so far more dangerous than the one we have ever known. Iran is the number one exporter of terror in the world. Iran is led by a fanatic, somewhat messianic regime. To give these people the nuclear military capacity, which they, by the way, are not hesitant to suggest that they might even share with others, would be extremely dangerous for the world. So this is why they must be stopped. I'm very happy that this is the position of the American government and the American Congress and both parties in America, that the focus of our work should be preventing Iran from becoming nuclear. Now, this is one issue that a very important one and a vital one we're working on. We are working together a lot about confronting terror. We are working together a lot in trying to promote peace. And Israel is today engaged on two major fronts of trying to advance peace. Some people will suggest even against many odds, if not all odds, both with the Palestinians and the Syrians. We are doing that in concert with the United States of America. So we are working on a very broad agenda, from preventing a nightmare to building a Jewish future, including, by the way, cooperating on issues like alternative energy, because we believe that this is so important for the future of the world, both environmentally and national security-wise.
Israel, I know, has been one of the most technologically advanced countries. And what I mean by that is you are doing things that the United States wishes it could in terms of training, technology, etc. How is Israel managing that?
This is maybe in the genes and in the spirit of the country. We are less organized than Americans. We may be less efficient than Americans. We envy Americans and are proud more than envy in America in so many ways. But there is something in Israeli spirit of innovation, of looking for different ways to solve problems that give Israel this very special capacity to be really at the forefront of the world in terms of high tech and biotech. You know, when you look at almost every computer in the world, you'll find the fruits of Israeli innovation. First cellular phone, I think, was invented in Israel. Voice machine, instant messaging. When you go to almost every pharmacy or every hospital, you'll find the products of Israeli innovation. We are proud of our young people who are leading that, and we are very happy that we can share it with others, especially with the American people.
I'm not going to keep you forever. I do have two questions. I have a cousin, last name Shafran. I don't know if you know him. He just actually graduated from medical school in Israel. And he said that he went to medical school with many Arab students who are now doctors, trained by the Israelis. There is still, obviously, a lot of rancor, but there are some areas that there really are cooperation. In one area, one time I was in Israel, and we took a bunch of talk show hosts, and they said, well, there's one area that there's a lot of cooperation, and that's car theft. But obviously, there's cooperation in other areas, such as medicine.
I think that we can be proud of the fact that the Arabs of Israel are the only Arabs in the Middle East who fully enjoy democracy. Obviously, this is done in a very difficult and challenging context where the Arab world has not accepted Israel for many years, where there are still neighboring countries who wish to see Israel disappear. But all of that, of what you said, makes us proud, and by the way, makes us more challenged, because we think that it is for the future of Israel better to have the Arab of Israel as integrated as possible within the Israeli society, and those doctors and students in every sphere in Israel are making really more and more Israel to be a stronger and integrating society.
Last question. We did an interview today with former UN Ambassador John Bolton, and he said, bomb Iran or regime change. What do you think?
Well, first of all, I think we should start from the end. The goal must be to prevent Iran from achieving nuclear weapons. We prefer utterly to do it peacefully. And this is why we are urging every nation in the world to join America and Israel in putting pressure on Iran in peaceful ways, to convince them to change course. Iran is not invulnerable. They have an economy that is not strong. They are dependent on technology from other countries. They are dependent even for gasoline on other countries. So if the world gets serious, there is a chance to have an impact on their decision making. The challenge is first and foremost for the world to read the writing on the wall and to act not tomorrow but today.
Mr. Ambassador, thank you.
Thank you very much.